Righto, Year 7, it's time to do our pre-takeoff checks. Let's get ready to go. We've got controls checked outside for movement in the correct sense. Harness is tight and secure. Parachute harness is secure. A is air brakes. Even on both wings. Trim, 4-4 for takeoff. Ballast not fitted, nose required. Instruments, all glass intact. Instruments reading correctly. Radio on the correct frequency. Canopy. Matt will help me put the canopy on in a second. Undercarriage, we've got it down and locked. And controls checked on through. Radio Year 7, let's get ready to take off. Okay, Year 7. So here we go in the cockpit environment. You can see I've got this is my microphone for the radio. There's the stick, which we can use to control the aircraft. So yeah, here we go, Year 7. So we're going to demonstrate a few things about gliding. Here's the view. That's an important bit. Here's the altitude. Here's the airspeed. Here's the rate of descent. So we're always going down in the glider unless we get a thermal, fly into a rising column of air. And you can see here that the needle is going, if it's above the zero, we're going up. If it's below the zero, we're going down. So at the moment, we are going down. If we fly into a rising column of air that's going up faster than the glider is naturally descending, we can gain height without an engine. And that's what we're trying to do right now. Look at that, beautiful. So you can see the altitude very slowly climbing, very slowly. And yeah, that's how we do it. Radio Year 7. So the glider is an interesting type of aircraft because it's the only type of aircraft that doesn't require propulsion. So most aircraft, there are 4 forces which act on an aircraft. There's the force of lift, which is what's created by the wings to hold the aircraft up. There's the force of drag, which is as the aircraft goes through the air, the drag of the air, the wind resistance basically. There's the force of gravity, which is pulling the aircraft down. And there's the force of thrust, which is what provided by the engine pushing the aircraft forward. So there are 4 forces on all aircraft. A glider only has 3 of those forces, which means that it will constantly descend if it's in still air. So all aircraft will descend in still air, but they will descend at different rates. So a normal small Cessna or something like that would descend about 9 to 1. Its glide ratio would be 9 to 1, which means that if it's 1 kilometer in the sky high, it will be able to fly 9 kilometers in the sky forward. The glider, on the other hand, which is very differently designed, with long wings and very streamlined and very efficient, it will be able to glide 40 or 50 to 1, which means that if I was 1 kilometer in the sky in a normal modern glider, I would be able to fly for 40 kilometers before I hit the ground. And so that's why gliders can fly long distances without an engine. However, it's impossible to gain height without an engine in still air. But fortunately, the air is not still. Fortunately, the air is always moving. It's very active, it's very dynamic. Things are happening all the time. And the most important thing that happens is
thermals get created. A thermal usually forms underneath a cloud, a cumulus cloud, and it's caused by the sun heating the ground, and certain parts of the ground will heat up faster than other parts of the ground, and when that happens, a column of relatively warmer air will rise because it's warmer than the air around it. It will rise, and as it rises, it gets to a point where, as it rises, the air cools, and it gets to a point where the water in the air condenses, and that's called the dew point. And so the point at which the water inside the air condenses to form visible water droplets, that is the point where the cloud is created. So as glider parts, we look for these cumulus clouds because they show us where the thermals are, and particularly the cumulus clouds that are actually growing. So the glider would fly into this thermal and go round and round and round and round and round, gain some height, possibly as much as 10,000 feet, and from there can glide on happily for another 50 or so kilometers. So that's how gliders can achieve long distance flying without any engine at all. And we can in fact fly a glider as far as 1,000 kilometers in this manner.
This is my glider. It's call sign is SH. SH stands for Sierra Hotel. This is where you sit, and that's the tailplane. So there are 3 controls on the glider. The 3 main controls, we call them the primary controls. One of them is, so here's the aileron. This causes the glider to bank and roll. Mr. Shumack's probably explained to you when you push this down, when this deflects downwards, it increases the angle of attack of the wing, which means more lift is created on this wing, which makes this wing lift up compared to that wing over there. So here is the elevator. This is a stabilizer, and if we push this down, it causes the wing at the back, which is like a stabilizer wing, that's the main wing obviously, to lift up, and that puts the nose of the glider down, and if we put like this, we lift the nose up. Here is the rudder. It controls the yaw of the glider, okay, just like on a boat. So if you push the pedal to the left, it makes the glider yaw to the left. We need to have the GoPro at the back here so we can get some good camera angles. Here are the air brakes. When the air brakes are extended, it breaks up the airflow over the wings and it causes the aircraft to descend. Now because we haven't got an engine, this is really important because we use these to control our descent for the landing. Radio Year 7, well here's the hangar where we keep all our club gliders. So we're not flying my glider today. I'm going to take the gliding club glider that can do aerobatics so that we can do a few loops, and we've got a couple of passengers to take as well.
Ron, this is Matthew Minter. He will be your gliding instructor for today.
G'day Ron.
We've picked a beautiful day for it. The clouds are really pumping.
Really looking forward to it.
Oh, fantastic. Is this your first time gliding?
My first time gliding.
Well, I'm going to take Ron here for a flight in the glider. It's his first flight in a glider. So I'm going to tell him a little bit about how the glider works. So Ron, when we're flying, you've got some instruments here to tell you what's going on. This is our altimeter. So we're going to start at about here. Basically doing the same as like an eagle does. Okay. You know how they go round and round, and there's a big column of rising air which is coming off the attic below.
That was really fabulous. One of the best experiences I've ever had. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
No worries. Radio Year 7 was time to do some loops. So what we do is we increased the speed, get down to 100 knots. We want to have about 110 knots. And then we ease back on the stick, and then we ease back pretty hard. And then we upside down, and then we go through. There's a lot of G-forces here, Year 7. And then I'm going for the wing over. There's the ground there behind me. Oh, there we go. Radio. See what that looks like out the front. Radio Year 7. Well, I'm down here at Camden in Sydney. I've just met up with a bloke called Andrew. G'day, Andrew. How you going?
Good, thanks.
Having a good day?
Yeah.
So, what are you up to today?
I'm going out gliding at Camden.
And what are you doing? What stage of your gliding are you at?
I'm doing my B certificate check ride today.
And what can you do with a B certificate?
I can fly around Camden and solo in a glider, and yeah, just fly around the local area.
Oh, great. And how long have you been gliding? How old are you?
I'm 15 years old, and I've been flying for just over a year.
And what was it like when you went solo for the first time?
It was really fun. It was a really good feeling completing that, and yeah.
Tell me, what do you like about gliding?
I like how quiet and peaceful it is, and how much it's just a lot of fun, and there's so many different things you can learn, and so many things to do.
Radio Andrew, can you tell us a bit about the glider? What have we got here?
This is the Junior, so it's a single seat glider. A little bit more high performance than the two-seater gliders, and a lot more sensitive on the controls. It's a lot of fun to fly.
And what's the, can you tell us a bit about the things in the front of you there? What are your controls?
Yep, so this is the airspeed, so that tells us how fast we're going. This is a variometer, so that tells us if we're going up or down in lift. This is our altimeter, so that tells us how high we are, and right now it's set at 230 feet, which is how high we are above sea level. This is the control stick, so this is how you control the glider. If you pull this, that releases the tow rope to disconnect from the tow. We've got a compass, that's about it.
Sounds pretty good. Well, good luck in your test today, Andrew, and I hope you have a good day.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye. Stay with the tug. That's it. Stay up. Go up higher. That's it. Higher. Airspeed. It's good. Rope's gone. Turn left. Turn in. Just keep the speed 55, yeah, you don't have to go too fast. That's it. Plenty of room. Everything's easy. Nice and easy. Straight up the middle of the runway. Air brakes. Just slow down. Slow down. Slow down. That's it. Air brakes. Ease the brakes a little bit away. That's it, just that much brake. Great. Very good. You stay right there. Okay? We can launch before the sun sets. You're okay for solo.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Well, congratulations.
Can I go now, yeah?
You're ready
Yeah.
for solo right now.
Wow. Let's go.
Well, Radio Year 7, well, I hope you've enjoyed this gliding movie. And here we are at Lake Keepit. It's a beautiful day. And might see some of you out here sometime. Radio, over and out.